Shalom everyone, I'm going to continue the series this evening of the Great Oriental Chachamim, the Rabbanim. And today it's going to continue, it's going to be on the 3rd of Tevet, which we're talking about 2 days' time. It's going to be the Hilula of a very great Chacham from the Morocco, Tunisia, Algeria territories of Chacham David ben Baruch. Also, to give his full title, it was the Chacham David ben Baruch, הכהן אזוג. And he was born in Morocco, respectively, in the close to the Har Atlas, which is a territory in Morocco. It's a very much recommended to research with regards to this area. But he was born there, and he also came from great lineage. He was came from a great Rabbinic family. His father naturally also had the name of Rabbi David Baruch Lachber. Also, that was his name, and there's two legends with regards to Chacham David ben Baruch, that naturally the popular opinion is that he was born naturally in Morocco and learned in the yeshiva there and then became like an esteemed rabbi inside the area respectively. However, there's another opinion that actually says that he actually came from Jerusalem. He was learning in the yeshiva, the famous yeshiva I've been speaking about a lot of times, about the other great rabbi in the yeshiva, Tevet, and then ended up coming to the Morocco territories, and they forced him to stay there, because they realized what a great rabbi, what a great chacham they had at that point in time. And he was mamash, he was a very, very much a man who delved into halacha, inside Kabbalah, and all the depths of the Torah. Remember, he was born in the early 1700s, so we're talking about at the time period where there was living the Chidah, and all those different great rabbanim at that point in time. There was Chaim de la Rosa, another great rabbi I spoke about. So he was living during that time period where there was a great amount of Kabbalah that was nurturing after the 200 years of the passing of the Arizal. And he was a great rabbi inside all over the Moroccan territories. There was hundreds and hundreds of people that besieged him, that came to him for advice the whole time. They came to him asking for sheilot. And he received a lot of money from different people. People came around, he went traveling, and he gave every single penny he got, he gave to the poor, to the people that needed, to khatans, to the kalas, and everyone that needed the money, and gave sermons the whole time. He was very, very much known as a rabbi that would bring people to arise them to do teshuvah, to do repentance to the greatest levels. And in fact, between the years 1740 to 1747, he gave tons and tons of sermons, and it was compiled inside a book later on, I believe in the year 1998. And I believe this book was published, in 1998, and it was of the name Malchei Rabbanan, which was published at that point in time, with all these pamphlets that were taken up and comprised of. And he was a very, very great rabbi. He was born, as I said before, in the early 1700s, and worked around in Morocco. He was teaching in all the yeshiva there. He learned the highest levels of Kabbalah, and everyone came to him and became like a master Kabbalist in the country, and was very, very well known worldwide. He actually had the nickname, or the Baba Dudu. Obviously, the word Baruch, it could be interpreted as Baba, and the Dudu is a nickname for David, which many people even use nowadays. Many people that are called David are called nicknamed Dudi. So that's what his name comprised of. And his wife was actually his bat Zug, as they call it, was Malka Khalifa, who was a bito, who was a daughter of the great Rabbi Khalifa ben Malka, Zecher Tzadik Lebracha. He was also, so he actually married into great lineage, and he left 2 sons and also 1 daughter. Very, very great Rabbanim they were. There was, his son was Rabbi Yamin Cohen Ezog, also, to give you his full name. And he also, he actually got married to the daughter of Aliyah ben Rabbi David ben Cohen Ezog also. And he was, later on, he would be buried inside the area called Mugdor, which was also, I believe, inside the Algerian Moroccan territory. And he was actually passed away. It's his Hilula this week. He passed away on the 3rd of Tevet. We're talking about going back in the year 1784. And he was buried in the kafar, which was called the Talta de Manvacha, which is a very interesting place in Morocco. And even nowadays, there's pilgrimages that come every year during his Hilula. People come from, even in England, people come from France, They come from all different territories, from Canada, from all over Israel also, and they come to pay their respects on the Hilula, on the yard site of this great rabbi, and they stay inside that place. And they even the Moroccan royalty, the royal house, actually established a guest house near there, so which could accommodate 200 different rooms, different families that could come to the area, especially at a time where there's a Hilula, and they could stay. And it's a very auspicious time to pray for him, to pray in his zchut for anything that wants, and to visit his kever. They once say about, but that's why we all know that they go to different kebarim, the different burial spots, especially people go to Uman at the time of Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur, where Rabbi Nachman is buried. So it's a time where you visit the pilgrimage, to visit the kever, the burial spot of the great different prestigious Rabbanim, and he was buried there. He was buried inside this place, and he left us with a different treasure, different books. A book which was published in the year 1998 was one. Then there was another book called the David Baruch also, which is published and used very much nowadays, and is sold in many of the shops, especially in Israel. At where you could find it all over the different places, and was one of the greatest tzaddikim coming from the Morocco territories, and many of the royal establishments over there, the kings of Morocco, they always esteemed him at the greatest esteem at all the points in time. And there's many different things that are in his zchut nowadays, many different organizations in Israel that are named after him in different cities in Israel. For example, in Afokim, in Afula, in Ashdod, there's mostot, there's yeshivot, and there's kollels that are named after him. Also in Ashkelon, which is only about 45 minutes away from where I am speaking from in Bet Shemesh. There's also in Kiryat Gat, which is even nearer to me, which is 15 minutes away, in Yerucham, and in all over, also even in Netanya, there's also a Keren HaYesod, there's a tzedakah organization that is named after his memory, which is done in his zchuyot. And even we're talking about, he passed away, it was in the year 1784, we're now in 2022, so I believe with my maths brain, we're talking about 238 years. What a legacy he's left, and one of the greatest Rabbanim coming from the Algerian, Tunisian, Moroccan territories, for sure. And there was also a great thing that was established after him, Shabachi Rabbi David ben Baruch, also, which was established after him. So this is a rabbi that's left us with many, many great organizations named after him, synagogues named after him, a Moroccan burial place where many people come and visit, even to nowadays, and one of the greatest Kabbalists, halachists, one of the greatest poskim, and great Torah scholars that lived within regards to the last few hundred years. And so please research about him online. There's not much in English, as I keep stating, within regards to the many of the different Rabbanim, which is a shame. We've got to try and learn about these great Rabbanim. That not much has been populated about him, but now maybe it's time that people get together and read up and learn about these great Oriental Chachamim, which I very much believe is very important even in nowadays. So to give his full title, Rabbi David ben Baruch, הכהן Ezog, was his full name, coming from great lineage. Guys, I want to wish you all, it's an auspicious weekend, because it's obviously we come out of Shabbat. It's also Chanukah, the 7th day we're in at the moment also, as I speak, and it's also Rosh Chodesh Tevet, so it's a triple whammy at the moment, and nothing better than Motzei Shabbat Kodesh. Guys, I want to wish you all an awesome week, and be blessed, everyone. Okay, and have a great day. Okay, bye.